Hello, hello, Purchase Broadcast Studios. I'm your host, Shaya Silberstein. It is more than a month out till the 2024 presidential election takes place between current Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump in November, which will be an historic one as it will determine the future of the country. We saw the first debate take place on September 10th, and now each candidate used their platform to address the issues of the country and what plans they have for policies to address these issues. The 18 to 24 age demographic being a huge target for both candidates, and with these policies impacting the young generation, these issues come up a lot on college campuses, and I went around and asked current students their thoughts on what issues they look for when voting for a candidate and how it factors into a decision, and here's what they had to answer.
A lot of discussion right now is around third parties and like whether you should vote third party or whether that's considered voting or throwing your vote away. I'm not really sure. I think you should just vote who you think is the best.
I would hope for like better wages because my job right now is going to be pretty bad pay. So I want like better pay.
I mean, I feel like there's specific issues to look for, like obviously everything that's going on with gun control and abortion laws, but honestly, just like looking for someone who's human at the end of the day, I guess.
I think just, especially this campaign, like just self-awareness within these people that are elected. I mean, there's just a lot of it's not, I feel like it's going really past politics, and it's getting a lot more like, just like really immature and just unprofessional, which is not what I would look for in a candidate.
People should have to choose between an evil or a different evil. I think it should just be which one's the best for the masses, and that's not really the question being answered. So
I think the biggest issue is that it's like a bipartisan system or bi-party system, and I feel like that's not the right system for the U.S. and there's no way to possibly capture like all the different issues in the world with only two people representing them.
And I feel like we're more divided on Israel versus Palestine than we are with Ukraine versus Russia.
For me, one of my biggest concerns is immigration, because I think we've seen like a real weaponization of the idea of migrants or undocumented people, and some real misunderstandings about the realities of how difficult it is to immigrate to the U.S. And I'm concerned with the fact that much of at least the moderate left has seemed to turn against immigration. So I think that is going to be a big factor for me.
I think definitely with new issues arising, such as the Palestine and Israel conflict, both sides feel very conflicted, especially more so the left rather than the right. I feel like the right are very sure of their stance, while the left is more so, they don't really know.
I believe that artificial intelligence has a potential to transform human society on a scale that nobody's really talking about yet, and I find it very concerning that neither candidate has a very strong position.
I agree with what he said. I don't think I'm going to be voting because I really don't like I don't think either candidate really gives what anyone wants or what's really important or good for the country right now.